Hi and welcome back. Tonight I'm going to share with you my evening skincare routine. My morning skincare routine, which I shared last week, is linked below this video. So I just got out of the shower, and before my shower I took a sauna. About 8 or 9 months ago I got a portable sauna, which I love and use almost nightly. But before I go into the sauna, I do my first cleanse. Though my head is out of the sauna, my face still sweats and I don't want my sunscreen running all over my sauna. So before I go in there, I do my first cleanse. And for that, tonight, I use the True Botanicals Turmeric Ginger Cleansing Balm. This is beautiful. My friend Mary from Skin Obsessed Mary turned me onto this, and it's like a spa experience. It has this really lovely smell, and you can see quite a vivid yellow color. It is an oil balm containing beautiful oils such as sunflower seed oil, argan oil, jojoba seed oil, and it does a beautiful job loosening up the sunscreen and dirt and grime from the day. I have several different cleansing balms. I have been using, this is my second one, so I have been using this one for quite a while now. I also have the Beauty of Joseon, which is lovely. It's quite simple. It's much less expensive than this one. This is not cheap, but this is kind of a spa experience. And it has been somewhat of a stressful day or stressful week. So if I look a bit tired, it has been a stressful week. And when I feel like that, I just want sort of a spa experience. So that's when I use this instead of the Beauty of Joseon. And by the way, for reference, I am 54 years old. And my skin is, I would say, normal. It can be reactive. I used to have quite bad rosacea, which I would say is cured, even though some people say you can't cure rosacea, but it really hasn't bothered me in years. But my skin can still be somewhat reactive to certain ingredients or certain products. So sometimes I have to be a bit careful, but it's not overly dry or oily, so normal and somewhat reactive. I apologize about the lighting. It is 7 o'clock in the evening, but here in France in summer the sun goes down at about 10 o'clock at night, so hopefully the lighting is not too bad. So I did my first cleanse, then I jumped in my sauna. In my sauna I used my Skeenpatch, which is a hands-free microcurrent device, which I also love. Once I'm done with my sauna, I jump in the shower, and in the shower I wash my face with the Clinicals Cleansing Complex. This is a beautiful cleanser. I have purchased this over and over. This contains willow bark extract, sugarcane extract, and both of those are gentle, natural exfoliants. So it gently resurfaces the skin. But though this is a gel cleanser, it is not the slightest bit drying, but it does a beautiful job really cleansing my skin without stripping it. So this is what I used for my second cleanse, and I always wash my face in the shower. I have this really annoying sink, and if I wash my face at the sink, it just gets messy everywhere. So that's my cleanse. Now I'm going to use the Lotion P50W. This is something I have been using ever since I had a Biologique Recherage facial. I believe it was now 2 years ago for my birthday, which was amazing. And I fell in love with the P50W lotion. So Biologique Recherage, this is sort of their star product, the Lotion P50. And they have, I believe, 4 different ones. I like the Lotion P50W because it is more for sensitive and reactive skin. So this contains lactic acid, gluconolactone, niacinamide, and also some arnica. So I take a gauze pad and I just put a few drops and then dab this into my skin. So Biologique Recherche says you don't want to rub your skin and be rough with it, but just sort of dab this. And when I first started using this, I used it only a couple nights a week, but now I use it pretty much nightly, though 2 nights a week I use the Skin Better Science Alpha Red Exfoliating Pads. One of you recommended this. Melissa actually recommended this. Thank you, Melissa. I love these. These have glycolic acid, lactic acid, and salicylic acid. These are lovely, though they are too strong to use nightly. So I use these usually on a Wednesday and a Sunday, so I don't forget. So twice a week I will use these, and these come individually wrapped, and it's just a little pad. Same thing, I just gently pat it onto my skin. And when I use these Wednesdays and Sundays, I do not use the Lotion P50W. But on the other nights, every night, I use my Lotion P50W. And I don't really take it onto my neck because my neck is quite sensitive. But I do take it onto my chest. And if I remember, I also put it onto my hands. Next, I use my Neogenisis Recovery. Now this I have used for many years. I can't tell you how many of these I have purchased. This is a growth factor serum. It is human stem cell conditioned media and human fibroblast conditioned media, and I absolutely love it. I have tried several different, so I take 2 pumps of this. I have tried several different growth factor serums, including the anti-age, which everybody raves about. My skin did not like that at all. I have tried the TNS. I have tried all kinds of growth factor serums. I do like the Colorsome Professional Serum, but this is still my favorite. So I will try something else, and then I always go back to this. Like I said, I can't tell you how many of these I've purchased, probably at least 10 of them. It is so soothing feeling. It sinks right in. It really feels very light, and you don't really feel like you have much on your skin, but it is so soothing feeling. And if my skin is just a bit reactive or is a bit red, like after a sauna, or I also use this after microneedling, this just calms it down beautifully. So this is something, like I said, I have purchased over and over. I only use this at night. This is not cheap, but using it only at night and using only 2 pumps, this lasts me for quite a while. And of course, the reason I like to use growth factors is that growth factors, similarly to peptides, can send certain signals to our cells, which in turn can help with collagen and elastin production. And they can also be quite helpful to reduce inflammation. And then next I use my, where did I put it? My Tretionoin. So this is the Alterno 0.05% Tretionoin. Again, I hope the lighting is not too bad. I hope you can see me okay. This I heard about from my friend Cheryl, who has the YouTube channel Yoga Girls World. And ever since I heard about this, I purchased it right away, and I have been loving it. I have talked about this in a different video, and in that video I gave you a website where you could purchase this. That's where I purchased it the first time. However, I think too many of you ordered it, and now they ask that we have a consultation with the prescribing doctor, and the consultation is $150, which I think is ridiculous. So I just had my doctor, Dr. Mathis, call this in for me, and I get this sent from the United States. And what's beautiful about this is it's sort of a serum-like consistency. So I take about a pea size, and this spreads incredibly easily because, again, it is sort of like a serum consistency. Now I do take this onto my chest and about once a week or so onto my neck. Again, my neck is quite sensitive, so it doesn't really like any actives. I can use vitamin C on my neck, and I'll talk about that in my morning skincare routine. But if I were to use Tretionoin on my neck nightly like I do on my face, my neck would go crazy. So I take just a little bit more and put it onto my chest. So this is, like I said, a 0.05% Tretionoin, and it is in a base of glycerin and hyaluronic acid, which gives it this sort of serum-like consistency. And I have had zero irritation with this. No dryness, no peeling or flaking. This is really, really beautiful. Next, I just recently started using this serum, so I can't tell you yet if it does anything. This is also by True Botanicals, the same brand as the cleansing balm. Again, my friend Mary turned me on to this brand. So this is a natural, clean brand. It is vegan, cruelty-free. What makes this brand a bit different is while they are natural, they do have quite a few anti-aging or pro-aging products. So this is the newest product, and the company sent this to me actually. And this is the SuperSea firming and lifting treatment. And they say that this is clinically proven to actually lift the skin. Like I said, I've only been using this for maybe a week now. I take 2 pumps and I only use this on my face at night because this is not cheap and I want it to last. But on my neck, I have been using it morning and night because I figure if I can see any sort of lifting, since this is supposedly clinically proven to lift, then I will see it on my neck. So on my neck, I have been using this twice a day and on my face only in the evenings. It does have a really beautiful scent. So all of these products smell so beautifully. And this has seaweed extract, it has green tea, so it has a bunch of antioxidants. I do like using an antioxidant serum at night as well, for several reasons. When I get up in the morning, I don't do my skincare right away. I work out, I walk my dog, and after all of that, I do my skincare. So I am exposed to the elements, and I figured having an antioxidant in my nighttime skincare routine, hopefully that's still in my skin, and helps protect me from the elements. So I do like using an antioxidant serum at night as well as in the morning. I figure you can never get enough antioxidants. The sun is really coming in here now. So this again is fairly new. I don't know if this is going to stay in my routine. I am testing it right now and I will keep you posted. But I do like the feel of it. I love the smell. So far so good. Next, I am using an eye cream. Now, I always go back and forth on whether eye creams are necessary or not. I don't really think they are. But sometimes I like to use them and other times I don't. But I got this little sample. This is also True Botanicals. And this is their Resurrection eye cream. I have been using this for about a week. Too soon to tell if it does anything. But what I like about it, so in the morning I use a lighter eye cream, but this is quite heavy. And I really like at night using a bit of a heavier eye cream if I use an eye cream. However, this does not spread that easily. So I sort of have to pat this in for quite a while. It also has a gorgeous smell. It contains licorice root extract, green tea, coffee, turmeric, and resurrection plant, which I had never heard of before. But so far I am liking this eye cream. Like I said, I'm not sure if an eye cream is necessary or not, but this doesn't irritate my eyes, so that's a big plus. And it's too soon to tell if it does anything else. And then lastly, I use a moisturizer. And I am currently using the Mdaire. This is the NMF Hydrator Barrier Repair. This is a beautiful moisturizer. I think I'm on my 3rd or 4th bottle. I use this morning and night. And this has a peptide complex. It has ceramides to help with the skin barrier. It also has beta-glucan, which is quite hydrating and soothing. So this is a gorgeous moisturizer. It is really light, but it does a great job keeping my skin nicely hydrated overnight. And like I said, I also use this in the morning. Now on the days, actually on Wednesdays and Sundays, when I use these Skin Better Alpha Red exfoliating peel pads, I will actually take this moisturizer and then take a tiny bit of estrogen. So this is just an Estriol cream, And this is a natural hormone replacement therapy cream, so it is not a face cream. However, there are some studies showing that applying either 0.01% estradiol or 0.3% estriol topically to the face can have some really great benefits as far as collagen and elastin production. So I just take a tiny pump of this. I'm just going to show you. I'm not going to put it on now. The reason I don't use this nightly is, first of all, my skin again is somewhat reactive, and I have used estrogen cream made for the face before nightly, and my skin did not like it. I also don't want to use this nightly because I am on HRT. I am on hormone replacement therapy. And though this is a weak form of estrogen, I don't really want to mess with my numbers. So that's why I only use this twice a night. But I take about this much, and then I don't really want to waste this, but I take 2 pumps of this, mix it up, and then I apply that all over my face, neck, and chest. And like I said, I do that twice a week. On the nights, I use these guys, just so I remember. And then also on the nights, I use the peeling pads. I will oftentimes use a different form of retinoid. Now, while my skin is quite accustomed to tretinoin, and I could use it every night, I once heard Dr. Fernandez, a South African plastic surgeon and the pioneer of microneedling, say that he believes it is a good idea to use different forms of retinoids. So not just retinoic acid, tretinoin, but also retinol, retinaldehyde. And his explanation was that they all work differently on the receptors. And that kind of stuck with me. So on the nights I use the peeling pads, I will oftentimes use a retinol or retinaldehyde. So currently, and for the last 3 or 4 months, I have been using a retinol serum by Mdaire about twice a week. This is a really nice retinol serum. It's quite mild, and the good thing about it is I can also apply it to my neck without any irritation. So about twice a week I will apply this retinol serum all over my face, neck, and chest, and then the other nights I will apply tretinoin to my face and chest, and about once a week to my neck. So that's it. I'm moisturized, everything is on my face. The last thing I use, and actually quite a few of you have asked me lately what I have been doing with my lashes, which is interesting. You're quite perceptive. So for years and years and years, all I used on my lashes was castor oil. I have naturally long and dark lashes. I'm really lucky. And the castor oil just kept them nice and healthy. But my lashes, they are very straight. So they just sort of hang there. And I feel the castor oil almost made that worse. It made them a bit heavy. So I wanted to try an eyelash serum because I've heard from several people that eyelash serums help curl their lashes up. So I actually got the Obagi eyelash serum, not knowing it had prostaglandins in it. But as soon as I applied it, my eyes were on fire. Regardless, I kept using it, silly me, and it did a great job. My lashes really grew. I used it for about 3 weeks, and in those 3 weeks, I could really see a difference. But my eyes just kept getting more and more irritated, and then I felt I was getting discoloration under my eyes. I looked into prostaglandins and I got a bit scared because they can, in rare cases, discolor your iris. They can also, again, in rare cases, cause fat loss under the eyes. So I threw the thing out and I got this instead. This is by Reviv Lash. So this is prostaglandin free, and it contains several different peptides as well as panthenol, saw palmetto extract, hyaluronic acid, as well as some plant and fruit extracts. And I think it's actually working. Like I said, several of you have asked me what I have been doing with my lashes. Now, it's so bright right now, I don't want to poke my eye out. I'm going to just look in the mirror over here. But I apply this like any other lash serum, just to the top of my lashes right here. And then I also, this is a lash and brow serum, so I also put some on my brows. Now, it's not really giving me the curl I was hoping for, unfortunately. But I do think it is actually working. I do think my lashes are even a bit longer and also a bit fuller. And I notice in the mornings when I wake up, so I sleep with an eye mask. And when I was using the castor oil, I'm trying to get out of the sun. When I was using the castor oil, I would look in the mirror in the mornings and I always had a few lashes on my skin. Since using this, I haven't really lost any lashes, or at least I don't see them in the morning on my face. I'm sure some of them are falling out. But this seems to be doing a great job, and it is prostaglandin free, and it's also not as expensive as the Obagi one. I believe this is $49 versus the Obagi I think was $149 or something crazy. So I have been enjoying this, and I've already repurchased it. And that's really it. Usually I just put something on my lips. So I have really been enjoying this right here. This is a vegan lip balm by Kinfield. So it doesn't contain lanolin or beeswax. And it has this lovely minty taste. And what I like about this one, it doesn't just sit on my lips. It actually sinks into my lips and just nourishes them. So that's it. This is my evening skincare routine. Any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And if you want to, please share with us what your evening skincare routine is, or some products you have really been enjoying. Please share them down below. Thank you for being here. Until next time, bye.